Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from DBO Stocks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is part of the playlist called SQL Mistakes to Avoid, and here we will learn how to avoid redundant work conditions or redundant work condition in your select statement. This type of mistake will not cause an error. However, it is an incorrect way of using a work clause or work condition because you are adding something extra which is not needed. Okay, let's look at the usual table we're using. Select asterisk from employees. Okay, so we see a couple of records from this table, and then let me just stretch this a little bit. You see 5 records in this table. Now let's add a work condition. Okay, just to get things started. So remove this and then add a condition here where gender equals M meaning male. Okay, so from the original 5 records, now it's down to only 2 records. And if we make a quick sanity check and then we go into and take a look at the gender column, which is here, we can see that both of these records being returned indeed have a value of M, which means male. So the condition is working correctly. Okay, now let me add another condition just for kicks. Okay, so if I will add one more, and so where gender equals M and civil status is equal to M, meaning married. Okay, this one is male, this one is married. So from the current 2 records that we see, then it should be reduced further if conditions are met. Okay, and then now we're down to 1, and it is correct because it is the gender is M, male, and the civil status is M, married. Okay, now let's change things a little bit. Now let's just backtrack. I would like to further filter so that I may, okay, so the previous filter you see is working, but now I want to change things a little bit. Okay, I will remove this civil status condition and add this one. Okay, so let me just read the whole statement again. Select asterisk from employees where gender equals M and gender is not equal to F. So for somebody who is relatively new to SQL, like no matter what flavor of SQL you are using, nothing will seem to be wrong. And in fact, if I execute this, it returns the correct expected number of records according to the work condition, where gender equals M, and similarly, gender is not equal to F, is not equal to female. But there is something intrinsically wrong with this, the usage of the work condition here, because this is from the lack of experience or maturity in programming, okay, in those programming concepts, right? So we can see that there's no error here with the addition of this condition here. There's no error and the output is correct. However, the mistake here is the redundant use of a where condition, okay? Notice that the 2 where conditions were used on the same column, gender. So here, gender equals M, and the second is also gender. Gender is not equal to F. So that is something that we must avoid. In truth, this is not just an SQL mistake, but could happen even in programming in other languages. So, but I'm just using it in the context of SQL, in a where condition specifically. That the mistake, the telltale sign here that tells you that there's something wrong is that you are using a where condition on the same column more than once. So in the first instance, you're saying where gender equals M, in the second, where gender is not equal to F. This is unnecessary. In fact, if I can prove this in a number of ways, but you can see it this way. If I will only execute this with the condition of gender equals M, it gives me 2 records. And the M ID, if you want to check, are ending in 2 and ending in 3. Now, if I add this and gender is not equal to F, it will in fact give the same output. the same number of records. And if I look at the emp ID, it's the same records, ending in 2, the emp ID, and ending in 3. That's because actually this second condition is unnecessary, because it was enough. It is enough to say gender equals something, column equals some value. It is not needed to repeat a condition in the same column and do some kind of reverse logic. In fact, the equality operator is used to compare one value to one value, right? And that one value in this case is the uppercase M, which is male. That condition is already enough, and you don't need this second condition, okay? Because being equal to M means not being equal to any other values other than uppercase M, okay? So that's the mistake over there. It doesn't cause any error, but it is just an extra work condition, which is unnecessary. And it is not sound logic. It will not cause an error again, but it's not sound logic, okay? So that is to be avoided. If we have this already, again, the telltale sign here is that there's more than one condition being used on the same value, the same column, okay? In this case, gender. Gender here equals M, and then gender is not equal to something, okay? This one is enough, okay? So if I remove this and execute, it will give me the same output. 2 records, emp ID ending in 2, ending in 3. And if you also verify in the gender column, then it is correct. M. Okay, so there you have it, folks. That's video is about redundant use of a work condition, which is on the same column. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell. And I'll be seeing you in the next video.